The Battle of Verdun was the longest battle of World War I, starting on February 21st, 1916, and ending on December 18th, 1916. The battle had one of the highest casualty rates of all the battles in the Great War. The Battle of Verdun happened in the city of Verdun and all around the Meuse River, which are both located in northeast France. The German Chief of General Staff, Erich von Falkenhayn, made a plan with the goal to bleed France white by launching a massive German offensive on Verdun and the surrounding area. The battle itself was between the French and German armies. Verdun was a town that the French had many fortifications around, and the Germans knew that if they tried to attack it, the French would give everything they had to keep it.
Falkenhayn knew there would be many French troops there, and that would give him the opportunity to eliminate as much of the army as possible. He stated that for every 2 Germans lost, he wanted 5 French troops dead. The French army had an arrangement of forts that contained so many French soldiers that with the fall of these forts, Falkenhayn believed the course of the war would be changed and would push the Allies into peace negotiations. The Germans originally had 140,000 men, while the French only had around 30,000. They were supported by 1,200 artillery guns that targeted 2,500,000 shells at the Verdun region. Germans had complete air supremacy with 168 planes located in the region. On the day the battle started, February 21st, 1,000 German artillery guns fired on a 6-mile line along the French front. When the Germans attacked, they introduced the use of flamethrowers, followed by troops who used hand grenades. The French put General Philip Pétain in charge of the defense, who was later replaced by Robert Nivelle. He used machine guns and French 75mm cannons to stall the German advance. After a long and gruesome stalemate, the French managed to recapture the territory lost earlier in the battle. In the last 3 days of the battle, the French took 11,000 Germans as prisoner, forcing von Hindenburg to cease the German attacks, ending the battle. The French were able to keep Verdun in the end, but both countries suffered extreme casualty rates. Hindenburg managed to kill a number of French troops, but at a great cost to his own army. Both sides lost much more than gained, and there were several reasons for the failure of the Germans to achieve their objectives in the almost year-long Battle of Verdun. The Germans had underestimated the depth and extent of the French fortifications and also their ability to repair them in the walls during the battle. The Germans had a total of 337,000 casualties and a death toll of 143,000, while the French had 377,000 casualties with 163,000 deaths. The Battle of Verdun came with a huge cost to both the Germans and the French. Without this battle, the Battle of the Somme would not have started due to the fact that the British would not have felt the need to take the pressure off the French troops fighting at Verdun. Countless lives would not have been lost had this battle not have happened. The Battle of Verdun directly affected the war's path, and without it, the war would have gone down a completely different road.